Hi all, Hal here of More Space Engineers, and we basically went out and did a little bit of exploration around the moon. We ended up finding a couple of more bases. Some of them actually had materials, such as ores and ingots, which I have a fair bit of. Oops. So you can see we're back up to 1.5. I actually used a bunch of my money. Show you. We've got some uranium, some platinum, and some platinum ingot. So we should, I hope, have enough to finish our build. I've got about 12k to get back to the base. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut to the intro first, if we get started. So let's go. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic week thus far and a terrific Wednesday. Yeah, we've been doing a little bit of work on the ship. Got some of the welding done. And I did have to go mine something like 70k iron or something like that. Oh, cause I wasn't going to go out and haul iron back. It's too much. It was just way too much. But we can, as you can probably, hopefully see, we did get a bit more welded up. Mostly just the thrusters. Got some of the outer shell on that side welded. I'm gonna keep working on the this side because we still need to do the whole matching thing, and we'll get to that. We will eventually get to it. I will probably do that off camera after today. Make sure we're not about to slam our ship into the other ship. That would be very bad. Pretty close. Close enough for government work. Okay. So we are going to do that. Turn those off. Set that to recharge. And I think everything should shift out of there automatically, right? Yeah, everybody's stealing my uranium. Oh. Yeah, the small reactor's got nice. It's pulling just a little bit of that. Alright. Okay, so now that we've gotten quite a bit more uranium going here, we want to go. We're going to move you over there. We'll put the raw over there as well. Let's see what our refineries are working on. Oh, it's a basic refinery. Crap. So we're going to have to get the actual refineries up and running before we can refine that. I forgot. I think hit the station, right? Oh, yeah. Sounds good to me. Alright, so let's get in here really quick because I need to turn this. I forgot to turn the spotlights lights off. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and close that. Nice thing is that we did leave enough room in here that we can actually spin this thing around. And one of the things that I'm thinking about doing, and it won't be for this build, I'm thinking about actually building a turntable. So basically what will happen is you fly in, lock to it, and then have a timer system set up on a rotor where it'll actually rotate the vehicle around for you. How cool would that be? So I'm thinking that when we get to the point where we start building a base, like an actual station somewhere, leave that. Yeah. leave that open. We don't want it pressurizing. That will probably have something like that in there. I may even build in a full like launch and recovery system, which would use pistons to transfer blocks around. So you'll actually be able to dock onto a block. It'll have pistons that'll move you down a specific path. And when you get to the end of the path, that'll transfer you over to a piece that will maybe have like a merge block on it or something, and then the whole thing will rotate around, so you'll basically be in position to launch next time. So it's going to take a little bit of planning, but you know. And I just realized I haven't given you guys a tour since we've done some of the work. Let's turn the light on here. All right, so like I said, I'm going to continue working on the engine area here a little bit. I did come up with some thought on which way I wanted it to go. Unfortunately, ran out of plates at the time, so that's why this isn't more done. I've been on resource gathering right now. But what I think we're going to do is we will carry the line here down. So basically this, I don't have any plates on me. I'm thinking this will be like that, maybe. I mean, I guess I could do that and then just basically have this carried down to where it's going to meet with wherever this line is that comes through. So it will be a not symmetrical shape. It'll be an asymmetrical shape. I'll show you what we'll grab some plates and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. It's going to be easier for you to see it than to envision it, right? Okay, so basically what we're going to end up with is stuff here is going to carry over to wherever, maybe to here-ish. And then you'll end up with this coming straight down to match up with the stuff that's down here. Let's see. And that may go there. I haven't decided on this portion of it yet. But what you end up with would be something like this. Take you out. There you go. And then that carries through. That would carry through, and I may move the thruster. I haven't decided yet. Because the other option, and one of the reasons I'm doing this is because it makes it tying this upper cowling area into the rest of it a little bit easier. Because see, that it gives you the uniform appearance here on the top, which these I may switch out for the 2x1 ramps. I haven't decided yet. And then we're talking about having the thrusters like that. And then what I may do down here, because I'm talking about having a another line of lift thrusters. So you end up with something like that. And then for this one, we were talking about maybe something like no, not a huge fan of that. Let's go I know it's probably not going to match up the way I'd like it to, but that's okay. Hell, I guess I could. I mean, I guess we could just go something like that. And then you guys end up like that. And then just, so you end up with something along those lines. So yeah, I'm thinking we'll probably end up with that being the final line setup. What this allows us to do is to have all of this match up into there. This will get welded up. Actually, I should go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get one of these guys online. Let's see here. We're going to get you out of there. And we want to yield and refinery. Okay. So let's go. So go ahead and pick up a few more items. I don't know if I have the superconductors or not. Nope, I need 20, so 33 superconductors. I may not have the materials for that on hand, actually. What are you still missing? You made 20. What am I missing here? I know you got the platinum. You need 196. Oh, I might be missing the gold. Yep, missing the gold. So I'm gonna have to go do some gold mining because I am effectively broke as far as the stations in orbit are concerned. Yeah, so we now have, I don't know, like 3 or 4 stations, 2 in orbit that I found, and then like 3 or 4 on the moon. So if we go, so these are all the stations that we have right now. So if we want to, 3 on the orbit, beacon can go away. There we go. So yeah, we've got 3 on the surface, 3 in orbit. And what I've done is, as I'm going through here, I'm making notes on what you can get at each of these. Which one was that one? You were UDMG, you were ships, I believe. I think you were vehicles. Vehicles? Alright. So yeah, we've gotten pretty lucky with what we've found. I mean, we're finding a lot of the stuff that we really need. Excuse me, hiccups. And if I don't have any gold, I'm not going to be able to make superconductors. Yeah, it's the gold that I need. Alright. here. It's only a couple 100 meters that way. All right. So we'll go grab that stuff here in a bit.
Energy low.
Let's go ahead and grab the rest of our materials that we need. So you're just missing superconductors, you're just missing superconductors. That's rather convenient. It'd be nice if I had remembered that the first time around. And can I get to you from here? Oh, I can. Oh, damn it. Come on. All right. So you know what we're going to do here? We're going to turn you off for right now because I don't want to waste the platinum. We want those. We want the yield to be as high as possible on those. Oh, okay. So we need to go get some gold. So I'm going to take the mining vehicle out. Go pick up some gold. Get that back here. Oh, I need the gold in order to make the superconductors. But I need the superconductors to make the yield. Oh, son of a. All right. Yeah. So we'll go get the gold. I'm less worried about wasting gold than I am platinum. Get that back here, get the superconductors up and running so we can get all of that built. Then we'll start refining the platinum. Once we have the platinum and the additional gold, we should be okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick cut. I'll go get all this stuff done. I'll keep working on duplicating what we have over here on this side. And when we come back, hopefully I should have a bit of progress made. Right. So we'll be right back. And we're back. About 24 hours later. So I took a break to go, I was getting stuff done. It's like, I'll just go get a bite to eat. Well, next day. So we did actually get quite a bit done. It took a lot longer than I was expecting. Ended up having to do a couple of trades. Well, actually, had to end up doing quite a few trades. Basically, I mined about 200 or 300 ingots of gold worth of ore, processed it into gold, since we have the full refinery working, and then basically just traveled around until I found uses for it. And I was finding deals that were like a million space bucks or space credits for like 10 ingots. I'm like, hell yeah. So basically I just did the same thing that I had been doing previously, which was just trading gold for cash and then bringing back resources, either processed or raw ore. And let me show you where we are with that right now, because I think we're still processing a little bit of it. Oh, guess not. All right. Oh, we still had some. I guess it's just because I'm burning through plates. So we ended up with a little bit more platinum, a lot more iron, quite a bit more gold. So I've got basically, like as I've been using this for trade. I've used a little bit of silver for trade as well. We've got the cobalt that I purchased, and we've got about 11 million in credits right now. That's going to last as long as it takes us to actually get outfitted and get off the planet. So, yeah. All right. So let me show you what we've gotten done, because it has been a bit. All right. So, night once again seems to be the norm around here, right? So we did go ahead and get the thrusters welded up, and I've got the outer blocks welded. So the inner blocks, as you can see here, are still not welded. We ran out of iron because not only did we get all of the thrusters on this side done, we got the refinery, which is, you know, there's 1,200 plates right there. We got both of the yield modules upgraded, and we got most of the thrusters on this side done. So I am in the process of making the thruster components for these 3, the other 6, and then the large one. So it's this is what took so long, as I basically had to go back and keep visiting the stations that I knew that sold platinum, like the places that we had bought the ore and the finished platinum before. But then I'd have to go make money, come back, and rinse and repeat, and it was a really, really tedious process. Like I said, I basically ended up taking a couple of hours before I took the dinner break, came back, and I was just like, yeah, no, not happening tonight. So, but that's okay. So now what we're doing is, hopefully, we've got, let me see what we've got for parts, and that'll kind of dictate what we're going to work on next. Because I would like to go ahead and get these nacelles done. So we've got 800 thruster components, so we are burning through it pretty quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this then. We've got 6 of these, I believe, that need to be done. Ah, son of a... Oh, alright. Helps if I pick up the parts. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these welded up. And I mean, ultimately what I'd like to do is get all of the parts in, like, we have a bunch of unwelded blocks on the interior that still need to be welded up. So I'd like to get those done. But I'm not quite sure how much effort that... Well, it's going to take up just basically schlepping the parts back and forth, but I did leave the space in here open so we can get in here and weld stuff up as we have to. So we do have the ability to get in here and weld some of this, so I'm not too upset by it. But I would like to go ahead and get at least most of the thrusters done today, and get a little bit more done on the engineering section, because we really do need to get the stuff up and running for Friday so that we can get off the moon. Because once this thing is done, basically the idea is that we're going to go pretty much straight trade, with a little bit of mining as necessary. Basically we'll probably find like gold or uranium up in the asteroids, and then we'll harvest that for quick cash and power, obviously. And then we'll fly around and do some trading with these guys, because I'm kind of curious to see some of the other factions that are in the game right now, that we have in our save at least. So let's go ahead and get a couple of more passes here. Actually, I could just take this right out of the refinery, which is right there now. It's one. Come on. And this is the nice thing about the system, is that anywhere you can access the inventory line, you can, just like with easy inventory, basically any active connector that's tied to the grid, you can get your parts out of, which is nice. I have to say, it is nice having this as part of the core game, so we no longer have to run a mod to do the same function. So, thank you for the mod author who shall remain nameless at this point. Oh, everybody knows who I'm talking about, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah. Okay, so that gets us the majority of our thrusters done. Now it's just the large one. I'm not going to do that one on camera, because that's going to be like a good 15 minutes of just going back and forth. Alright, so let's look at what we have here. I'm going to grab some plates really quick. This thing is dropping plates everywhere except in the inventory. Alright, come here, you. Okay, so what we were talking about before is that we were going to have the engineering section here. And we wanted to keep it a little bit more in line with the rest of the ship shape. You know, we want to maintain the lines as much as possible. You know what? Hold on. Let's do this. This way you can see what's going on. Of course, that isn't really helping. We picked probably like the worst angle for this thing. Okay. So yeah, basically we want to probably end up sculpting this around a little bit. I may modify this up. But for now, we still haven't done the cowling on this, so there will be blocks that come back further, just to break up that line so it's not a giant flat area. But you see how we basically have the angles in here that wraps down and around. This pulls through. This drops down a little bit just to clear the foundation work, so we have a place to put landing gear. And do I want to put landing gear on the back is the question. Because originally we had this dipping down more so that it was more bulbous. And now it's a little bit more streamlined. Oh. We really could go either way with it. Tell you what, let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and go with what we have right now, right? So that's going to come up. That'll be a block, that'll be a block. Let's go something like that, maybe. So the interior should be flat, yeah, okay. And then that gives us a little bit more of a non-standardized, I don't know if that's the right term. I think I'm using that wrong. Let's see, you went that way. Which is fine because you're gonna go there and there. And so what did we do? We did 2, and then I think it's one of these is on the reverse plane, yeah. So we have this one. Actually, yeah, that's right. Because what they did, what we'll do here is they did this, right? Check that line really quick. So yes, and then that brings you up to there, which actually puts us pretty much in line with everything else. Now we do still have to take these out. Are the atmospheric thrusters actually turned on, or is it just that one?
Energy
just that one.
Low.
So you're the one that's been burning all my energy. Okay. And I'm thinking what we'll do for here is once we take these thrusters out, we'll actually put a window in up here so you'll be able to see down into this. Which will also have the benefit of helping this whole thing become airtight because it'll be sealed here. And then we just go, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do something like that, maybe? Because if I do that, I'll have to do 3x1s. Which would mean doing 3x3 is going to be easier. So we'll not put the reverse there. All right, you guys. Like I said, that's coming out. So if we take that out, I think we're going to do the same on the other side here. Yeah, so that's already out.
Inventory full.
Of course it is. All right.
Energy critical.
Every time, right? So we'll end up with something like this. Those will stay where they are. I think we're going to have this one have a, basically this will be here, here, and then there's a wall right here. So we could do windows maybe. So all this is going to eventually come out anyway. Actually, no, we could just have it come back there. Yeah, we could have this, basically have this do what? How do we want to do this? See if we do it this way. We could do window, window.
No energy.
Oh, some. Let's get some power back. Sitting there watching it going, yeah, we're getting kind of close. I think we might need to get out of this, you know, go get power. Damn it. Oh. So I did let the reactors run for a while so we could charge all the batteries. So all of the batteries are charged up. So it's just sitting here doing minor assembly and refining. We have about 8 days worth of power just running on batteries, which is awesome. Because that means we can basically do a lot between needing to recharge. You know what I might do? I might change that up, actually. Because if we do a window here, we do a 1x1 window, and then we do the 245s up. Because we'll have basically a 45 there, 45 there. That can come out. We can put, we won't be able to put a vent there because we've got this here. Of course, if we move the light, if we put a vent there, nah, that would still, it would still block the. I might take this block out and put a conveyor in. Might change a few things up. Alright, so let me get the plates out of this. Oh. Gotta take that out anyway.
Inventory full.
So we know that this one's going to be actually closed in. Alright. And what we're talking about over here is going to be the vented window, which we need interior plates for, of course, because, you know, reasons. Grab those. Okay. So we have a way up. So we'll have a window. Maybe we'll do a 2x1 window here. And then just to illustrate, these would basically be 45s here. And what that will allow us to do, and obviously these are just placeholders, they are going to come out. So if we do something like that, I mean, we could even do 2x1s all the way down here. I don't remember if we have 2x2 windows. No, just 2x1s. So we could do 2x1, 2x1 vertically all the way down. I'd give a hell of a view out here. But I'm not sure I want to have that much exposed surface. Alright, how about if we do this instead? Because if we do that, cuts down on the visibility a little bit, but it also gives us a little bit more protection in the engineering section. We could just take you, flip you that way, bring you back this way. And we go like that. And basically what we'll do here is we just kind of close this all off. Then we could do a window here. Yeah, and because we can put the pilot seats in. Hell, we could even put cockpits in down here. Because the cockpits are only 1x1. So if we did, I don't know, say industrial cockpit. Take you out. Take you out. That could be interesting. And basically what this does is it gives us visibility down in here. So when we're doing landing, these would be the, you know, the like the control operator rooms. Because the ship is so big, if you don't want to be using, or if you're not using third person navigation, even with cameras, you're not going to be able to easily navigate or maneuver the ship. And what this would allow us to do would be able to get a little bit more control and a little bit more visibility. Because even if you disabled them as cockpits, just having them as a place where you could charge and like recharge and relax a little bit, I guess. Does that make sense? Oh, you know what I might do? Because if we do that, let's go ahead and normalize that. Yeah, I'm actually liking that line a little bit better. What I was thinking was is that we could actually not put these in at all. Instead, we put the corner lights in under it. So, and then have it set up so that when this is occupied, have a script running that's looking for the cockpits that tells you which one of the cockpits is occupied. So there would be a light under it. Or we could just do that inside. If it's occupied, it'll have a light will turn red. That could be interesting. Like this. How's this going to look? Let's go like that, maybe. Let's see what this looks like as a detail coming out of here. Kind of liking that, actually. Because when you're looking at it, like when you're looking at the details, if you're flying through, you've got a little bit of something there that goes, hey, what's that? Oh. Kind of liking it. Okay, I think that is going to be the bulk of the engineering section. So what we'll end up with is you will be, and we have a vent right here. So this particular air vent is set up so in the old ship, it was set up on depressurize, or should be set up for depressurize. Yeah, so this is the intake. So basically what would happen is when we land it in an atmosphere, so that I didn't have to burn ice to regenerate the oxygen supplies, this would allow us to basically top off our oxygen tanks so that all of the ice then would be able to be used as hydrogen fuel. Worked really, really well. But we can now use this to pressurize down here. And what I can then do is we have a couple of areas that we can sneak in a few things. So I'm thinking what we might do. What happens if we take you out? We lost pressure somewhere. What's... Oh, come on. I'm kind of curious to see where we lost pressure at. Oh, it's a little cube area right there. It's right inside the living area. Yeah, okay, so we'll have to not do that then. What was that? That was, what, a half block? Or was that you? I think that was you, right? Yeah. Alright. I mean, I guess I could put a conveyor there. Are you part of the pressurized? No, you're not. If I put a conveyor block there, I could hide the air vent here. Ooh, let's do that, actually. The reason I'm thinking about doing this is because... Go ahead and get you out. Oh, yes, I know. I'm wasting oxygen right, left, and backwards on this. I want the parts for a conveyor junction. And I want the parts for a vent. Don't want two? We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it right now. Alright, so you're going to go in. We heard it pressurized, so we know that's good. We're going to call this on the port side. LCC3. Here. Intake. Okay.
Critical.
Set that up. Alright, and then what we'll do from here is basically just come through, finish off all of this stuff. Do I have interior plates still? I do. Okay, so, window. Boop. So what we'll end up with is, do we want to do it that way? Or do we want to do it that way? I think we're going to do it that way. Actually, no, because I think we're going to end up closing that in. Yeah, I think we're going to end up closing that in. Maybe not. I mean, I guess we could do that. That wouldn't look too bad, and then we do this plate, or this vent. We do that. And we can basically repeat this on the other side.
No energy.
Oh, bloody hell. I need to start carrying the replacement power. The power kits. In fact, let's
Critical.
let's grab a couple of those. We're gonna grab 3 of those and 1 of those. There you go. That way we can minimize our downtime. Alright. So we have that. We want a walkway and a window. Alright, so you are going to go there. And you, I think. Damn it. All the places that we used to have the ability to get things like plates out of them. Okay. That 20 of those. Give me another 100 of those. Why not? And I do think we're going to go ahead and repeat what we have here, which is going to be. Did we take? Yeah, we took that out. And we just went with those and those. I mean, I guess I could do something a little different with that if I wanted to, but meh. Alright, so you're on the block above. Same way. Make sure I have those the same. Yes, okay. Okay, and then what we were saying here is that we're going to do basically windows all the way down, right? So we'll have these guys. There, we do this one to here, and you get flipped that way. Now, did I do the little half ramp there, or did I leave it? No, I left it off there. Okay. 1, 2, 3.5. Alright, so if we did 1, 2. So we're gonna do 2x1s and 1x1, 3x3. Okay, so I need a couple of girders. Alright, let's go ahead and mount the 3x3 first. Oh crap, I need to break that thing down. Alright, so we'll do the 3x3 last. Alright, so we want that. Make sure there's no down thrust anywhere here. And then we have the 3 in the middle, which will be the 1x1s. So those are going to be 1, 2, and 3. And yes, I'll come back and do the 45s up there as well. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. You there, and you there. Okay, so we want the 45s. I don't think we need any more 2x1s. There we go. We do want these guys. And then part of this is so that we actually get a little bit of light in here. Mainly because of the fact that the ship is can be a little bit depressing. Need more girders. Quick, someone get me some iron brew. Okay. For those who don't know what iron brew is, it's made from girders. All right. Yes, there is a joke in there. The question is this going to hold atmosphere? That's going to be the real question. It has a lot of windows. Okay, so I think This is going to be the shape we go with. And what I will do here is let's go ahead and get this stuff welded up. I think we're going to go ahead and call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, and you want to be kept up to date with what's going on around here, don't forget to hit not only that subscribe, especially if you want to do something nice for me, but to be kept up to date, be sure to ring the bell as well. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Let's get some more welding done, get the windows welded in. Always sounds weird when I say weld windows. I need to come up with a new way of saying that. Maybe get the windows glazed or something.